Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth. Cold, chilly, not as cold as it could be, but we're going to be...
No, that's for sure.
Mid-50s for your high. The overnight chilly. I woke up, actually had to put on the heat this morning. I'm like, oh my God, there needs to be some heat in this house.
I hear you. Yeah, when it gets into the 50s, it gets chilly. Absolutely, in the house.
Yeah, and the dogs, they're on a cushy blanket and everything, but like it's cold. I came downstairs and I'm like, wow, it's cold. I had to put the heat on. Make sure.
Tilly will go under the blankets with me. Okay, that's how I know it's cold.
Tony and Electra used to do that when they slept in bed with us. Oh my God, right on Tony.
Right
I don't know how she. Now, please don't make jokes. Okay, I know what's coming. I know what I'm about to say.
All right.
Electra and Tony went under the blankets. Electra would sleep by Dana's side, right by her midsection. But Tony used to go under the heavy winter blanket, down all the way to in the middle of the bed, in between my legs, Cande. She'd curl up in a tiny little ball, a little 3-pound dog, in between my legs, under a heavy blanket. And it was fun. Like, she came out and, like, you'd think she'd be so hot under there, but no, that was like how she liked to sleep. That's
interesting. I like to see Tilly's head, though, because I'm like, are you suffocating under this blanket or what?
Yeah, well, that's what I thought about.
She's like a little
Tony.
eating pad. It's wonderful.
I know, seriously. And then, by the way, in her later years, again, I really didn't mean it to get on this topic, and I'm sorry if I'm grossing people out this morning, but in her later years, when she became more difficult to take care of, Tony, when I left the house, when I was not around, the only way she would calm down is to have some of my clothing in the crate with her or in her little bed with her. Like,
right.
I'd have to put socks in there, and it had to be something I just wore. So T-shirts, socks.
She loved you so.
Yeah, she needed the that in there.
Yeah.
Cande, we are midweek already. Incredible. Wednesday.
It is Wednesday. Hello.
Good. Did Brian cook again last night? Everything good?
No, I made meatballs. We had meatballs and spaghetti.
All right. Let's back up, because when you say meatballs...
Oh, we're not having this debate again. Mine are in red sauce. I use turkey meat. They're not huge like Dana's with a bunch of stuff in them. They're regular meatballs. They're very good.
Yeah, those aren't meatballs.
They're meatballs.
Okay. They're.
I want to take a survey. What do people consider meatballs? When you told me there's no red sauce, Dana's meatballs, I was like, what?
All right. What you made are small balls of meat. They are not meatballs. Okay?
I'm not debating this. Okay, that, whatever. We had spaghetti and meatballs. It was very good.
Yeah. I'm glad you had a good meal.
I make them a little spicy, but now I'm going to have to cut back on the spice, I think. My stomach's a little upset.
Okay.
I've been eating a lot of hot food.
you got to slow down there, killer. What's the deal? Why are you so crazy?
I love spicy food, and I think now I overdid it.
Yeah, I mean...
we had spicy chicken, spicy meatballs, spicy everything, and now I'm like, maybe not.
Yeah, and then when I told you I ordered General Chow's chicken not spicy, you yelled at me, not spicy.
Well, I don't know how you can have General Chow's not spicy. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
Because the whole family eats it, and not everybody likes the kick. So,
right, well, I like a good kick.
Yeah, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So I was reading something online. Before I tell you what it is, I have to ask you, did you finish The Watcher on Netflix?
Not yet. No.
Then I'm gonna stay quiet.
Because could you tell me what it's sort of about?
Yes, the tweets I was looking at, and I came across it randomly. I was actually, if you must know, I went to Twitter to see people rip on Bob Costas because
I saw one thing. It wasn't on Twitter, but it was so funny. Shut your mouth.
Yeah, I like to see what people have to say. I mean, anyway, we know if you're watching the baseball, the Yankee series, we know the deal with Bob Costas. It's just he's got to be
Has
quiet.
he toned down at all?
No, like a little, like a tiny little bit. It's so he talks to you. By the way, don't let me forget. I got to tell you what I wanted to tell you about the Watcher. But Bob Costas, I figured it out yesterday why it's so annoying. He talks to you like you're a child, and he repeats in a very childlike manner what just happened, like what we all just saw on TV. He repeats it like you have never watched a baseball game before, and you're 2 years old, trying to explain what's going on. And then, of course, he puts that in with a history lesson on. It's just, it's too much. It's too much. All right, so I was on.
He would have seen the criticism and shut up.
He did see the criticism, and I actually read the transcript of an interview he did the other day on a Cleveland radio station. And they asked him about it because everyone's ripping him. And now, very famously, Mike Francesa, who does a podcast now and is no longer, obviously, on our local sports radio, Mike Francesa completely ripped him. So this Cleveland radio station asked him about, hey, how do you take the criticism? And, I mean, it was a good response. It was like, listen, nobody takes it harder than me. I'm my own worst critic, blah, blah, blah,
and he just kept talking and talking.
Right. And he just kept going on about how there's so much good history. And I'm just like, okay, just stop. People just let the game breathe. Anyway, I'm on Twitter, and I see people talking about The Watcher. Now, I haven't turned it on yet, but I know you were close to the end.
I'm close to the end. I think 1 or 2 episodes.
I don't know if I should say anything.
I don't know.
Because it talks about how, let me just, most people were disappointed with the end. And
that does happen. I can see where this could take a turn, and I'll be disappointed. Absolutely.
All right. Now, I don't want to ruin it for you.
No, don't ruin it. But they all, you think, oh, it could be this person. No, wait, it could be this person. No, so you have like 5 suspects that could be doing this, and now that's where I'm at because now they're gonna, settle everything up in the next episode or 2, and yeah, I could be disappointed. I can see that.
All right, I'm curious when you finish it. I want to see what you think. All right.
All right.
We'll see if you agree with all the tweets out there. Cande, going to be cold, mid-50s, right? And now it's like in the 40s, hoodie. Just keep the kids warm on the bus stop, and you definitely need a light jacket or a sweatshirt today yourself. Let's hit the roads, my country, 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.